The Yamaha Corporation is a multinational corporation and conglomerate based in Japan with a wide range of products and services, predominantly musical instruments, motorcycles, power sports equipment and electronics. Yamaha Electric Guitars. Yamaha, a company that is known for having an extensive broad range of products, from motorcycles to musical instruments, produces electric guitars models since '60s. It follows a compilation of these products. Yamaha S Series. In 1967, Yamaha have changed the series from S to Sg Series. Yamaha Sg Series. Yamaha began using the Sg prefix for their solid-bodied guitars when they introduced their first solid-body model in 1966 and continued using the Sg prefix up until 1981. There were three Sg eras, the first era Sgs, lasting from 1966 to 1971. Saw guitars with double cutaway bodies with similar features to the Fender Jazzmaster. These guitars had single-digit suffixes, like Sg3, Sg5 and Sg7. Sg3 features: the round Yamaha logo on the headstock is not a decal, it's a die-cast metal piece with chrome tuning forks raised above a black background. You can turn it with your fingers on my guitar but it doesn't come off. You can also see in the picture that the Yamaha brand name appears on the neck plate. This is also chrome and black but is a stamping not a casting. And this isn't actually a neck plate because it doesn't hold the neck on. If you remove the 4 screws this plate comes off, you will then see the actual neck plate which has 4 larger screws holding the neck on. The neck plate has a rectangular window in it to allow you to access the truss rod through a hole through the body into the back of the neck. All 3 pickups are identical. They have adjustable pole piece screws. The black and silver areas that you see are actually the tops of the pickup bobbins themselves. The black and silver areas are covered by a domed clear plastic piece. I took the guitar apart a few years ago to give it a good cleaning. I found that the pickups are not held in place with springs at the height adjustment screws like normal pickups, but instead had a large foam rubber block under the body of each pickup. The fretboard is quite thin. Thin enough that the side dots are actually located on the split line between the fretboard material and the wood of the neck. The guitar's serial number is stamped directly into the fretboard between 2 of the lower frets. Yamaha was obviously proud of this guitar, and put their name and logo all over it. Besides the Yamaha name on the tuning machines, it has the Yamaha decal and die-cast logo on the headstock. The name and logo on the neck plate and the name and logo are molded into the bridge pickup ring between the 2 bridge pickups. The Sg2 and Sg3 were Yamaha's first electric guitar models, and finish details are amazing for a 1965 Japanese guitar. If I lay it down next to my Strat, the Strat looks like a bargain basement model by comparison. Later 1960s models in Yamaha's Sg series have far cruder appointments. As was already noted, the bridge has roller saddles and each saddle is height adjustable. The bridge also has the normal course height adjustment screws on each end. There are 2 sheet metal springs on the ends of the bridge pinching the saddles together so they don't move side to side. The guitar shown here has either a metal or black plastic nut, mine is white plastic. There is, of course, a 0 fret. The string tree is also a good quality chrome-plated die casting, not a metal stamping like many guitars of the period. The main knobs are chrome-plated metal with plastic skirts. As for the roller controls, the mysterious third thumbwheel nearest to the bridge pickup is a balance control for the 2 bridge pickups. This functions whether the slide switch is in the up or down position. The remaining 2 thumbwheels are just like their Fender counterparts. There are volume control and a tone control that override the main volume and tone controls when the slide switch is in the up position. Supposedly most of them were sold in Japan, and only a few were exported to the US. Sg5, Yamaha Sg Series Sg5 Japan available 1966 to 1971 neck, mahogany. Fingerboard, rosewood. Number of frets, 22. Scale length, 24 3/4 inches. Options: double cutaway bolt-on neck chrome hardware, 2 volume controls, 2 tone controls, 3-way pickup selector switch, Sg7. The 6-string Yamaha electric guitar made in 1966/22 frets/gold-plated knobs and tunes/weight, 3.5 kilograms/ the entire length, 103 centimeters/color, sunburst/ the three-way toggle switch is similar to the Musser Adventures models/a unique body shape/ there is no other body shape like this one. The Sg7 was the first Yamaha electric guitar unleashed in 1966. Featuring a peculiar asymmetrical body with an elongated horn on the treble side and a hockey stick-style headstock, the guitar was designed with the input of Japanese electric legend Takeshi Terauchi. The Sg7 was reissued in 2000 as the SGV300 in a range of finishes: black, canary yellow, metallic red and pearl green. A deluxe SG800 model was also released in the same year. Euro unregistered trademark S become a modern surf classic. Yamaha Gx and RGZ electric guitars series. The Yamaha Gx and RGZ electric guitars series are manufactured by the Yamaha Corporation and bear a close resemblance to the Ibanez Sg Series, the Jackson Soloist and other Superstrat-enhanced copies of the Fender Stratocaster. These Taiwan-made instruments were introduced in 1987. Gx series guitars often have 24 or more frets and a bolt-on neck. Some high-end models use a neck-through body design. Some come with Yamaha active pickups, 2 single coils and 1 humbucker. Most of these instruments were generally known as a GZ, including the RGZ820R, a custom-plaid graphic model with 2 humbuckers and a Floyd Rose licensed locking tremolo, played by rock guitarist Blues Saraceno. The Gx guitars were upgraded in 2003 with a 3D headstock sporting a 3+3 tuner layout and a piezo bridge option for acoustic-like tones. Famous endorsees of the Gx GZ guitars included Blues Saraceno and T.Y. Tabor of King's X, who got his namesake Rbx TT and Rbx TT-D6 signature models in 2000. First Rbx generation, 110, 211 and 312 Rbx 110. Features 1 single pickup, a humbucker, in the bridge. Its bridge was a non-licensed Fender synchronized tremolo S clone. It had 24 frets. Gx 120D features 2 humbucker pickups, 1 tone knob, 1 volume knob, and a 3-way pickup selector. Gx 211 features HS pickups layout design, a humbucker the bridge for fat-led tones and a single coil in the neck, for treble tones. It had a version of Floyd Rose Tremolo's bridge, and a 24-fret scale. Gx 312. Yamaha Gx 312 models were produced from 1987 to 1993. Amazing versatility available from its HSS pickup configuration. The neck is straight with low action and a wide fretboard. The Gx 312 is a double cutaway rock-style guitar available in red, black, or white finish. Specifications: original list price, $429, neck, single coil middle, single coil bridge, humbucker construction, older body, maple neck, U-winger fretboard, string length, 628 mm nut width, 41 mm, 1, volume 250K, 1, tone 250K with coil splitter, 5-way selector, top mount input jack, bridge a Floyd Rose tremolo system, fretboard a U-winger, volume a 250K, tone a 250K with coil splitter, 5-way selector a neck a single coil, middle a single coil, bridge a humbucker, 24 frets. The Gx 312-2 is a double cutaway rock-style guitar available in red, black, white, or silver pearl finish. The guitar is set up with Yamaha pickups as follows: original list price, $449 neck, single coil middle, single coil bridge, humbucker construction, older body, satin finish maple neck, U-winger fretboard, string length, 628 mm nut width, 43 mm, 1, volume 250K, 1, tone 250K with coil splitter, 5-way selector, top mount input jack, A good reliable guitar that has good tone for clean when played through the single coil and sounds fantastic for distortion on the humbucker. Second Gx generation, 603, 603s, 610M, 611M, and 612s all of these guitars have in common, a basswood body, black hardware, double locking tremolo system, 24-fret neck, a half-painted headstock, 24 3/4 scale, and recessed input jack. Gx 603, Gx 603s, Gx 610M, Gx 611M, satin finished 3-piece 24-fret bolt-on maple neck with maple fingerboard. RM Pro vibrato system with pitch rise adjustment. Height adjustable locking nut. SH pickup configuration, with angled neck single coil. 3-way pickup selector switch with coil tap and 3-way tone switch. Single 250K volume pot. Gx 612s. Third Gx generation Gx 120D, dates of manufacture, 1994 to 1998. Production of the Gx 120D began in 1994 and ended in 1998. Features HH pickups layout design, a humbucker in the bridge for fat-led tones, and another one in the neck, for traditional treble tones. Its bridge was a non-licensed Fender synchronized tremolo S clone. It had 22 frets. Gx 121D, manufactured by the same time of the Gx 120D model, it's essentially the same guitar, but with a different pickups layout design, HSH style. A humbucker the bridge for fat-led tones, a single coil in the middle position for traditional Stratocaster tones and a humbucker in the neck, for treble tones. It had the same non-licensed Fender synchronized tremolo S clone bridge. It had 22 frets. Gx 420 dozens, manufactured between 1994 and 1998, features HH pickups layout design, a humbucker in the bridge for fat-led tones, and another one in the neck, for traditional treble tones. It had a version of Floyd Rose Tremolo's bridge. It had 24 frets. Gx 421D, Yamaha produced the Gx 421D between 1994 and 1998. Features HSH pickups layout design, a humbucker the bridge for fat-led tones, a single coil in the middle position for traditional Stratocaster tones and a humbucker in the neck, for treble tones. It had a version of Floyd Rose Tremolo's bridge. It had 24 frets. Gx 621D, the Gx 621D was discontinued in 1995. The Gx 621D's pickups were directly mounted to the guitar's body. The Gx 621D model had a custom scalloped fretboard from the 20th to the 24th frets. This feature was intended to help fast and accurate fingering. The Gx 621D had a Yamaha height adjustable locking nut. This allowed players to customize the action and feel of their guitar based on playing style and string gauge preference. The body was alder. The neck was maple, with 24-fret rosewood fingerboard. Pickups were 2 humbuckers and 1 single coil. The controls were a 5-position pickup selector and master volume and master tone controls. The bridge was a TRS Pro locking tremolo. All hardware was black chrome finished. Finish options were antique sunburst satin, black, blue metallic, red metallic and natural satin. Rbx 820R. The Rbx 820R was made between 1993 and 1995. Rbx 821. The Gx 821 was made between 1994 and 1996. The Gx 821/821D was one of the most expensive guitars in the Yamaha Gx series, selling for around $1,000 when new. The Gx 821 pickups were directly mounted to the guitar's body. The Gx 821D and 621D model variants had custom scalloped fretboards from the 20th to the 24th frets. This feature was intended to help fast and accurate fingering. The Rbx 821D had a Yamaha height-adjustable locking nut. This allowed players to customize the action and feel of their guitar based on playing style and string gauge preference. The body was alder with figured veneer. The neck was maple, with 24-fret rosewood fingerboard. Pickups were 2 humbuckers and 1 single coil. The controls were a 5-position pickup selector and master volume and master tone controls. The bridge was a TRS Pro locking tremolo. All hardware was gold-plated. Finish options were antique sunburst, black burst, faded blue and violet burst. Fourth Gx generation, the series at the 2000s Gx121S, Yamaha began making the RZX121S in 2003, Gx420S, the Gx420S was introduced in 2003. The Yamaha Gx420 is an electric guitar that, so far, has been released 2 times in versions S and DZ, featuring different paint finishes but all the same mechanics and electronics. Features and specifications: body a Euro alder or ash, neck a Euro maple, bridge a Euro traditional fulcrum or Floyd Rose licensed locking vibrato, pickups a Euro 2 Alnico humbuckers, frets a Euro 24 jumbo, colors, flat black, Shelby blue, dark gray satin, blood red. Rbx 420 SD6, Yamaha manufactured the Rbx 420 SD6 between 2001 and 2003, Gx 320 Fz, dates of manufacture, 2005. The Gx 320 Fz was introduced in 2005, Gx 520 Fz, Yamaha began making the Gx 520 Fz in 2005. Gx Guitar Series, Gz112P, atypical fat strat, this guitar features HSS pickup configuration and had a 22-fret fretboard, and a non-licensed Fender synchronized tremolo S-bridge. Body with a Fender-style plastic pickguard. Gz321P, Gz611M, dates of manufacture, 1989 to 1991. The Yamaha 611M was a superstrat-style electric with an alder body and bolt-on maple neck. It had a 24-fret maple fingerboard with black dot inlays. The lower part of the headstock was carved. It had superstrat-style hardware finished in black, including a double-locking Yamaha RM Pro 2 tremolo system. Pickups were a diagonally mounted single coil at the neck and a humbucker at the bridge. Controls were a single volume knob, 3-way pickup switch, coil splitter, 2 mini switches for the pickups. It came in red, black, white or yellow colors. RGZ612P, RGZ612PL, RGZ Custom, RGZ Custom, RGZ211M, RGZ621, RGZ820R. Pacifica Guitar Series, first launched in 1990, the Pacifica series was driven by the California session scene of the day where versatility, performance and individuality were key. The series has become one of the Campania Euro unregistered trademark's best-selling entry-level electric guitars. Notable models: PAC 1511 milliseconds Mike Stern signature model, Pacifica 611 HFM, Pacifica 612V, Pacifica USA 1. Rbx Bass Series. The Rbx series are the equivalent bass versions of the Gx line. Introduced in 1987, these Taiwanese-made basses came with active or passive circuitry, a variety of pickup configurations and the choice of 4-string, 5-string, fretted, fretless and left-handed versions. They featured a bolt-on 22-fret maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard and abalone dot inlays, a pointed headstock with 4-inch line tuners, except for the Rbx 800 and Rbx 1000 which feature 24 frets and a deep joint bolt-on neck. Only the Rbx 550 and Rbx 600 came with an optional maple fingerboard with black dot position markers. The Rbx range has been updated in 1998 with a new body style, a 3D headstock with 2+2 or 3+2 tuner arrangement and a 2-octave rosewood fretboard. The Rbx 6JM and Rbx JM2 6 strings top the line, endorsed by Dream Theater bassist John Young, the latter using a single custom wound Seymour Duncan SMB6A humbucking pickup, black hardware, an active 3-band EQ and a 24-fret rosewood fingerboard with oval abalone dot position markers. See also, List of Yamaha products guitars/basses, List of Yamaha guitars, Yamaha Pacifica, List of Yamaha signature instruments, Fat Strat, Super Strat, Ibanez, Tajima, Fernandez guitars. References